So it seemed like you guys liked the Skeletron video, and a couple of you guys wanted to see some different bosses. So I've kind of streamlined the process a little bit, want to improve the video quality too. So let me know what you guys think, and if you guys want to see a specific boss, leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll pick it for a future video. Anyway, here is Providence. Providence starts with 900,000 health and has 3 phases. Her phases function like this. Phase 1 lasts until 630,000 health, or around 70%. But in Phase 2, she switches up. Here, she will cycle through all her attacks in this specific phase, and then she will go on to Phase 3, where she will do the same thing, and then go back to Phase 2. In a way, you could see Phase 2 and 3 as the same phase, but I'm splitting them up for simplicity's sake. Phase 1 starts with a giant bullet hell. Here's how it works. Providence spawns 7 waves of fireballs that move towards her while moving through the player's current position. Because Providence herself cannot actually damage you during this attack, all you have to do is move above and below her to manipulate the spawns of the fireballs so that they do not hit you. The second part of this attack that happens right after this one is a little bit more tricky. She basically continues to call in those fireballs, but now she also sends out fireballs of her own. This means that we cannot reuse the same strategy. Your best bet is to just circle around her, try and find your pathway through the fireballs. There really are no tricks that you can do here. Her next attack is no walk in the park either. Here, she fires flares at you and also rains down bullets from the ceiling. The basic strategy for this is to slowly fly upwards while making sure that you are not on any of the lines that are coming out of the ceiling. If you are, you simply just tap left or right to get out of the way, and you should be able to dodge all the bullets and all the flares. The next attack that she'll do is a bullet fan, but she'll do this right away, so you kind of have to be ready for it. It is pretty easy to dodge though. Just as soon as she's above you, dash to the side, and then loop back and forth like you're seeing in the video. So the next attack is spears. This one takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's pretty simple once you get it down. Basically, all she does is she throws spears at you, and when they hit the wall or the floor, they explode into bullets. The basic strategy for this one is just bait the spears into the walls, and as soon as you see them appear on the side of your screen, you want to immediately try and run to the other side of the arena. The next attack that she will do is chains. Basically, she summons 4 chains from each corner of her body. All you have to do to dodge this attack is, as soon as you see the lines appear, just dash to the side, or literally move to the side. It's that easy. Be a little careful about the bullets that the chains shoot at when they hit the floor or walls. They shoot at a really weird angle, so you shouldn't get hit. It's at this point that she starts repeating attacks. First, she'll do another round of bullet rain, and then another chains, and then another spears. She will then go through this cycle of attacks until around 630,000 health, or 70%. Providence starts by raising up lava from the floor, so now you have to always be flying or be hooked onto a wall. In this phase, she has 6 attacks. The first being a combination of the fireball hell and the bullet rain from the first phase. The strategy here is just move all the way to one of the walls in the arena. Simply just float there. If a fireball is moving at you, move up or down, and if there is a bullet coming at you, strafe off, then back onto the wall. Personally, I like to focus on the bullets and use my peripheral vision to see if there's a fireball coming at me. Straight after this, she will start shooting out flares while fireballs rise from the lava below you. This one is super simple to dodge. Literally just go up to the ceiling and slowly move at the pace of the fireballs that are coming from below you. The flares should never blow up on you as long as you are still moving to the side. In case you run out of space, which if you pace yourself right, you really shouldn't, but if you do, you can just move down. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to make your way back though. Now she will start firing boulders at you that when they hit the lava, they explode into bullets. Here you just have to circle the boss, and I try to imagine myself staying in between the 2-pillar radius in the background. Next, she throws more spears, except this time, instead of exploding into bullets, they explode into giant beams that cover the entire arena. Here, all you really have to do is just bait the spears into the lava, and then stay inside the lanes. After that, she does her most annoying attack, which is literally a flashbang. But also, she shoots a grid of bullets at you at the same time. Basically what you have to do here is go on top of the boss because she doesn't flash herself and she can't damage you. Then you just have to worry about the bullets, which are just staying inside of the grid. She then repeats the spear attack from earlier. It's important to note that as soon as she does this spear attack, you should run to the wall. This is because she will teleport above you and stand still for a couple of seconds, allowing you to get a lot of damage in. Phase 3 starts with by far her hardest attack. Basically, she fires a ring of hell crosses from her position. There is a pattern to this attack, but it is still extremely hard to dodge. She will then shoot out a plasma flower from her position. Again, there is a pattern to this, but you really just have to be able to dodge it. Next, she fires an array of lasers. After the laser's initial spawn, it will then move in an attempt to trick the player. The easiest way to do this is to move to where the laser's initial spawn is, if there's one near you. Meanwhile, the entire time that you're dodging the lasers, there are fireballs rising up from below you. To dodge the fireballs, just move horizontally across the arena to get out of their way. I recommend not going too far to one side, as it becomes even harder to dodge the lasers. Stay at a medium distance. Her final attack in this phase is also pretty simple. She will slowly rise the lava up from below you, while also making timed flares come out of the lava. These flares will go off when she shoots her giant laser. The easiest way to dodge this one is just move back and forth above her. As soon as she is about to shoot her laser, drop down a little bit to avoid the flares. Alright, so just to recap, she has 3 phases. Her first phase has 8 attacks and ends at a 360k threshold or 70%. She will then start phase 2. Phase 2 has 6 attacks. As soon as she finishes her 6th attack, she will then go on to phase 3. Phase 3 has 4 attacks. As soon as she finishes her 4th attack, she will then cycle back to phase 2. She then repeats this cycle until she is dead.